Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Joffrey Noodle Legs here again today. Today I've got another Noodle film review. I seem to be on a run of bleak movies at the moment. Obviously a few days ago I put up a review of Possum, and today I've got another harsh sort of bleak film I'm going to review. Another British film. It's been out a few years now on Lion Gates Films, and it's Harry Brown. This film stars Michael Caine, probably one of the best British actors of all time, and it's a fantastic film. It's a really gritty sort of film, and Michael Caine in this film, he lives in a block of flats on his own. He's an ex-soldier, I believe, um, and his wife's passed away, and he's widowed, and he's living there on his own. The only outlet he's got is his local pub, which he meets up with one old boy, one of his old friends there, and they both live on this estate. I believe it's in London, and it's a really sort of run down, lots of youths or calling the word chavs, if you like, that sort of hang around the estate, doing no good, doing drug deals, hanging around the underpass area of the estate, making the fear of anyone that's sort of normal elderly going out at night. So they're all sort of afraid to go out. Um, so he's he's got a lot, like he's setting a routine, and he does the same thing every time, um, same routine every day, and he gets tormented by the local sort of chav youths. Uh, don't know if chav's a derogatory word, I don't know, but it's what we use around here in for like youths that are up to no good. They all like the same sort of thing, they're all into drugs and that sort of thing. And they torment him. They do things, they like putting things through his letterbox, uh, all sort of things like that. They torment him. And one night, his friend that he meets up in the pub, going through the underpass, gets sort of attacked and mugged by his youth and gets killed. And that was his only sort of outlet to the outside world since he'd lost his wife. So he seeks revenge on these youths and the local drug dealer. The local drug dealer played by Sean Harris, another favourite actor of mine, and he decides to go pay this drug dealer a visit, and that doesn't end well, and I suppose it's it's like a London version of Taxi Driver. He just has enough, and you know it just goes out there, and there's a lot of sort of like police investigation bits in the film. Um, One of the youths gets like accused of the murder and all sorts of things. It's a it's a really interesting watch. It's a really gritty film, and it's filmed very sort of dark and gritty in the sort of run down parts of London in like a tower block sort of thing. It's that sort of feeling to it. But it works, and it's an incredibly powerful drama. It really is. Um, that's the story, really. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give any like things away, what happens and what the outcome is. But again, it's a difficult watch, and it's quite disturbing film. Um, so yeah, it is an 18. It does possess quite a bit of violence and gore and really sort of really foul language, because again, the youth it's like youth of today. They got no sort of respect or anything. They just no respect for anything but themselves. So it's how he sort of like revenges that to try and clean that up a little bit. So, what are the positives about this film? Fantastic story. The performances are tremendous, really well acted. I'm surprised that Michael Caine wasn't nominated for an Oscar, and I was surprised that Sean Harris wasn't nominated for supporting actor. It's a fantastic film. Um, it's so realistic, brilliantly shot. and it's so sort of dark and sort of not dark in like, oh, can't see nothing, dark story. Um, and it's a really gripping film. You want to see what happens, and you really feel for Harry, uh, and you really want him to get out of this sort of situation, this horrible place he's living in. No one at his age who's been in the army or lived a normal good life should be living in an area like that. Um, and it's like his survival in that area. And they're the positives. The negatives about this film, um, there isn't really that many. I mean, sometimes I think, oh, I just wish it, no, I can't think of any. There's nothing negative about it. It's just a really great film. I'm going to put this down as a must watch. I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. It's a fantastic film. It's a non-horror film, hey, but it's just got it's horror in the sense of like the horrible story and what a horrible sort of way this poor man is living and being terrorized for kids. So yeah, you could class it as a horror because he's like being terrorized and like they're too scared to go out. And these are old soldiers that have fought for the freedom and liberty of these horrible kids. And it's just like, and then they kill one of them. And it's just like, oh my God. So it's a very grim story. It is a must watch. That's Harry Brown with Michael Caine and Sean Harris. Can't remember all the other actors' names. I think Plan B is one of the stars in there, one of the sort of youths. But it's a really, really good, haunting and depressing watch. Like I said, I must be on a roll of these films. So check this one out if you haven't seen it. Even if you're a horror fan, it's still worth a check just because of that dark story line and the sort of like the way he's sort of tormented and he sort of revenges. That makes it into a sort of kind of horror film. Anyway, guys, please check out Harry Brown if you've never seen it. It's a great film. And please go and check out Horror Hands channel and check out Man v Film and Horror Geek and Sarah on horror and also Horror in Todge. They're great channels. Until next time, guys, look after yourselves, look after one another, and I hope I see you all soon.